Okay, today we are going to read Blues Legend, Blind Lemon Jefferson by Libby Lewis. And the genre of our text is a biography. And in a biography, an author tells about the important events in another person's life. So it's a biography, so Libby Lewis is going to tell us in this about Blind Lemon Jefferson. Who was he? What did he do? We're going to connect across text. Read about another musician who added to the musical heritage of the United States. So, as we start reading, you'll notice that we have the bolded text. We'll make sure that we come down here to the other words section to make sure we know what those are. There's going to be text features. Remember, we use text features to help us understand the text. So make sure that you're paying attention to the text features. Here's one, Blind Lemon Jefferson. So this is what he looks like. And then over here, we've got a little cutout of the United States, and it's showing us the southern states. So it's showing us Texas, and then right here, this little mark shows us, so that's where Dallas is. It's pointing to Illinois, and it's pointing to where Chicago is. Here's a photograph, and this is a picture of Chicago in the 1920s. So that's about 100 years ago. That's what Chicago looked like. Over here, this is a photograph with a caption and also a label. And it might be hard to see on the screen, so you may have to use your book, but this is pointing to a kazoo. And then the caption for this picture says, many early blues musicians played on street corners. And you might be wondering, well, what's a blues musician? Like they're blue or something? I don't know, let's find out. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out on this page is that, look, we have subtitles. So in this section, we're going to read about the blues, but on this section, we're going to read about Music Man. On this, we have another subtitle, Keeping the Blues Alive. Then right here, we have a record companies used ads to sell Jefferson's music. Right here in the 1920s, artists recorded on records like this one, and maybe you've seen a record before. Here is a picture of B.B. King. Here's a picture of Bob Dylan. And here's a picture of the White Stripes. So as we're reading, we're going to visualize. We're going to classify details. We're going to make some inferences. So pay attention. I'll make sure I stop, but pay attention to the words as we go. So Blues Legend, Blind Lemon Jefferson by Libby Lewis. And this is a biography. Blind Lemon Jefferson was a singer and guitar player. He was born on a farm in Texas around 1893. Jefferson was born blind, so down here he could not see. But that did not stop him from reaching his dreams. He became one of the most famous American musicians of all time. So loved, famous means loved. Okay, Music Man. Jefferson started to play guitar and sing when he was a boy. At first, he played music on street corners in small towns near his home. Then, as a teenager, he traveled all around the United States. There, he performed his unique or special or different music for audiences in big cities such as Dallas, Texas. So think about the sequence of this paragraph. When did he start to play the guitar and sing? Okay, where did he first start playing? Then, as a teenager, what did he do? In 1925, Jefferson went to Chicago, Illinois to record or make copies of his music. Before his death in 1929, he made more than 100 recordings. This kept his music alive for people to enjoy decades later. So decades is many years. 1 decade is 10 years later. Okay, the blues. Blind Lemon Jefferson played a style of music called the blues. Blues songs are often about bad luck or trouble, but they can also be fun. Blues music started from songs sung by enslaved people around the time of the Civil War. The hard work on the farms made them sad and weary or very tired. They sang the blues to express their feelings. Over time, those songs mixed together with church hymns, church songs, and newer types of music. Keeping the blues alive. People all over the country listened to Blind Lemon Jefferson's recordings. He performed the blues in a way that no one had ever heard before. Over time, Jefferson's style of blues became very popular. He was one of the first African American blues singers to have a big audience. Since then, his music has influenced many musicians or changed the way people play. Jefferson is gone now, but his blues live on. He sang with a high-pitched voice, or a voice that was high and sharp and not deep and low, and played his guitar with irregular rhythm, meaning like uneven. So it wasn't like bump ba dum ba da 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 dum, bump ba dum ba da 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 dum. It was irregular. So he was kind of all over like. So it didn't have a regular rhythm. Others have tried to follow this style too. Many modern musicians, such as Bob Dylan, who's right here, B.B. King, pictured right here, and the White Stripes, right here, have recorded his songs. People still listen to Jefferson's music today. Blind Lemon Jefferson has truly or really helped keep the blues alive.